You mean unlive in it?
Unless it's called City of the Dead, and then I'm pretty sure you can judge it literally. Where are you guys going? The City of the Dead. Under the City of the Dead. Like the extra bad portion of the City of the Dead.
We're
You
gonna
know
go
what?
join them.
Maybe the City of the Dead just has sewers underneath it, like everything else does.
So we're going to wade through the poopy portion of the City of the Undead.
And then logically, it should be pretty damn clean.
Well,
I don't think undeads
shit.
take big dumps all over.
So why do they have a sewer system at all?
So there's undead there anyways?
Now it's double negative because they're dead and undead.
Oh my god, it's the box.
Yeah, we'll start the stream. I'm sure Craig will show up, aka Johnny. He'll show up when it's time. When there's fire needed, he manages to show up.
Yep, like burning down the shop with the clue.
He gonna be
Burning
late.
the clue.
But that's okay. Javinoda is very busy managing in either a more fire or less fire way the very tail end event of the last session. Does anybody want to give us a very quick recap up through that? Or am I gonna go ahead and just...
I mean, are you offering anything for it? I'm not gonna...
Here, I'll tell you what, I'll give you something afterwards and it'll benefit the whole group.
Okay. We were at a tavern in, I think it was the Castle Ward. We were two of us were there who had stayed the night. The rest started shuffling in, and we all started sitting together and drinking and eating breakfast. Well, less drinking, more eating breakfast. Then the innkeeper thought that one of us had dropped a map. Jin decided to take it, and we all headed off towards the North Ward, which was the first location on the map. Found the building, scared child, convinced to get ourselves in after some searching through with Creed's familiar. Went downstairs, broke up what seemed to be where a bunch of smugglers had been just playing cards, murdered a bunch of them, found a wand of secrets in the wall after we stripped one of the guys down who didn't manage to run away. Then we went to the Hawkman statue, if I remember correctly.
Which was a
restaurant.
hoity-toity restaurant.
Yes. Jin turned into a woman. There were shenanigans on trying to get the next clue in the kitchen, but we managed to get it and we left. We debated on where to go next, either where the magical flying blades are or to this art shop in the south, or it was the South Ward. Or no, Trade Ward. One of the two. Dock Ward is where the flying daggers were. Then when we got there, Jin showed the daggers and started to follow the guy to the back, who turned into a werewolf. The daggers were silver. Two people passed a dagger between each turn during the fight.
Caring is caring.
Painting scared a bunch of us. The painting was then burned, and then the shop was burned, as well as the shopkeeper. And we left off with trying to put out the fire because that's where the next clue was. And we leveled up to 4. Did I miss anything?
You leveled up?
Yeah, level 4.
Fuck. I gotta do that.
As Rialta is reassured that she was a contributing member of that fight and deserves the level.
Did I miss anything?
So that brings us to where we are right now with Johnny Nova inside the building, mitigating a little bit of fire. And as he's working to keep that down, the five of you, Jin, by the way, thank you. Sorry, Connor, thank you so much for that recap. Your reward to the entire group is you still all have inspiration. Please remember to use it at some point, because you will always start with it on every session. Because
Oh.
I want to hear cool, ridiculous bullshit.
Oh, perfect.
So as there are no explosions, you don't have to walk away from them in such a way that has some negative results. Your painting, most of you remember just as an image, just like this. Mausoleum, some fields, very controlled walls in the background. Most of you remember the general gist of that. However, Rialta, being the only one quick enough and perceptive enough to notice the small statue in front, kind of see it underneath the crypt. There's a little coverage there, pointing towards a mausoleum. The statue itself, distinct in its placement, and the picture itself clearly being painted of the City of the Dead. So what do you guys want to do?
Damn it, Johnny, are you trying to burn us alive?
People say I don't have self-control.
Do you guys want to stay and see if Johnny's gonna be able to keep this fire or burn out the entire place, and wait around there?
No.
Nah. We've got a clue. Let's keep going on the clues.
Does seem to be that piece.
Creed knows how to get to the City of the Dead, but it's a big place. So.
All right. So, as you begin to make your way through the Southern Ward and into the Trades Ward, we're gonna hand wave a little bit here, as instead of having you have to take a long rest to gain the benefits of your level, you can take the effects of like a super level as you go to 4 and become fully refreshed. And as you travel northwards through the Trades Wards and onto the City of the Dead, the city is still with a bustle. Everything in the Trades Wards, especially business, is booming. People are along the streets. And as you make your way up to the front gates, there's southern gates of the City of the Dead, there's no guards outside of the City of the Dead. No one checks in to see why. It's assumed that coming and going is done in a respectful manner. Can everybody give me a history check?
Yes, I can.
Nope.
History? I think I can. Hold on.
Okay. So I don't exactly know, Borren, how you know this little tidbit of knowledge, but Athy, I'm sorry, Creed would definitely, as a regular part of being, the City of the Dead is actually the only legal place to bury the dead in Waterdeep. It is, as its gates are open as it is during the day, you've got maybe 3 hours until dusk. The cemetery is as big as it looks. It's almost an entire ward of Waterdeep. The walls outside are insanely huge, 40 feet almost. All over there's 40 feet tall. All over there are walkways, plots of land, some very small graves, some giant mausoleums. some more elegant than others, some simply more functional. The painting that was shown showed a picture of a statue pointing towards a mausoleum. How do you guys want to search this area?
It's possible to ask the guards if they know the place. Give them a description. I mean, they're here more than we are.
So at the very start, at the very beginning of the entrance to the City of the Dead, there are no guards to start with. It would take you a little bit to travel in. You imagine there might be some guards walking around.
I'll keep an eye out for them then.
All right.
Or anyone who looks like they work in this area.
Okay. Anyone else in particular doing any other different methods of observing, etc.?
I mean, Borren, I think, would just kind of, I'll meet you guys back here, and just go off in a direction and see if he can find the place.
Creed will send Belch out to scout and report back if he finds anything, like, just to cover more ground.
Okay, that's familiar.
Yes.
Okay. What is it again? I'm so sorry.
Little black pseudo dragon.
Oh. Okay. And as the party splits, nom nom nom. Can I get perception checks from those who are actively looking? Oh, hi, Craig.
Oh, hi.
I had stepped away, so now we both get to figure out where we're at, Craig. Which group are we splitting with? Because we're splitting the party already. So.
No,
yep. Yeah, that's what you get when you show up late.
So why are we splitting the party?
Johnny, as you can arrive, very important question. Did you, the party had left you in charge of the fire that was starting in the shop. Did you accelerate the fire or
that seems like a mistake.
stop the fire?
What the hell did that roll? Hold on. Typoed. Plus.
Oh, Julie, it's in my name.
Who wants
I'd
me
like
on
to
your
make
group?
it a Nova.
That's better. That's for Belch looking around.
Yeah, I was all about the fire covering up our tracks.
All right. So, Johnny Nova, you arrive knowing that the City of the Dead was the next location. You arrive to see Jin flagging down a couple of local guards, and Creed looking kind of a little bit spaced. Creed, are you looking through your familiar? Or
no, it was more like they have like they could telepathically communicate, just sort of like looking in different directions. So I should probably road for Creed too.
Yep. So Creed's doing the weird Creed stuff that Creed does sometimes.
Nowhere near as good. But,
all right.
What with a -1 to paying attention to anything.
Hey, same.
So, Creed, I will come back to you in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Jin, as you find 2 of the guards on patrol, and as you stop them, what do you need, citizen?
Yes. I was told to meet one of my friends at this location. He didn't really do a good job of describing it. Um, and he'll go and explain what it looks like from the description he was given. Do you, by chance, know where this location is?
Okay. Oh well. What form are you in right now?
I'm in my Dragonborn form.
Okay, that's a very regal and etc. Yep. Oh well, it looks like I mean, what the first guard looks over the second. I don't know. I've never heard of anything like that. And the second goes, oh yeah, it's Wait a minute. Are you? Hmm. He looks at your equipment or your visage and is like, "Are you? Are you causing trouble, or are you here to help? We've been having some grave pillaging going on." And can you give me a persuasion or
I'm going
deception?
to well, and I do so. Let me double check something. Yeah, I'll go with deception, and I'll cast friends on him.
All right. So I'm gonna give you a split second here to revisit the code legal if you want. Um,
Revisit the what?
Laws of Waterdeep, of which there are
Yeah.
many.
Oh, I do not know much of Waterdeep. Code's legal.
Yeah, I mean, just thinking normally, trying to trick a officer would probably be bad.
True.
yeah. And magic
True.
against people is like 500 gold and jail.
If only I was the same person every day.
Okay.
Screw it. I'm going with it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll with
I'm
advantage.
going with a deception.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, you're clearly you're here to help. You're built to last. So yeah, I think that I don't know. I think it was over up in that northern side thing.
Oh, thank you
Yeah, that
very
way.
much. And
You
he'll.
might want to look out for other people. Like there's been a lot of grave
I'll
robbing.
keep an eye out.
Thank you. We'd appreciate it.
I'll let you know. And he'll quickly head off. And as soon as he's out of sight of them, he's going to shift into the form of a half elf man.
Okay. So Jin, I'm assuming this is pretty much done on your own. It sounds like you're going off.
Since I cast something on them, I would prefer to get away from everyone, just so the rest of the group isn't implicated in my dirty crimes.
All right. And as most of the group probably stayed in and around near Creed, as Creed's half here and half somewhere else. Jin, you can rejoin the group. And Creed, as you wander around within the city of the dead and search for a marginally marching landmark, Creed, your familiar picks up a extremely similar statue to the description that you were given by Rialta over in this direction.
Like, nice. And then he'll call Belch back. He's like, I think I found it.
But I'm sorry,
And,
is your dragon's name Belch? How have I skipped past this information? Belch?
It is new.
I mentioned at the end of last.
That is
session.
fantastic. I love that. Well done, Belch. Way to
And he
be.
gets a little burp with wisps that come out of his
Gross.
mouth. Little squeaky burps.
Oh,
Burp
that's a very
noises.
strong smell for such a small creature. Well done.
Yeah, he's great. So, he'll lead us where we're going.
As you start to gravitate towards that northeast portion of the City of the Dead, Jin would also, I'm assuming Jin would probably have to contact you guys first, as Jin no longer looks like the previous Jin.
Indeed.
Do you have
Jin would.
Jin? Do you have like the same kinds of disguises though? Like, you have the same 2 or 3 that you switch between, or is it different every time?
So far, you've only seen him in the Dragonborn and the Highborn lady, but and his natural form. But he has a number of different forms.
We saw his natural form?
Yeah, he showed it to you guys as he shifted to the Highborn woman, which
And
my
then-
current token is.
And
natural Jin.
the one that you have now is a whole new one?
Whole new person he's met
Okay.
at some point. He can shift into anyone he's met.
So you're walking too close to our group, like, who's that guy? Thought you weren't supposed to be very close in this place. It's kind of creeping me out.
Jin just kind of gives you a nod, and you really don't recognize the gear, at least? Come.
It's kind of a
It's Jin.
Yeah, that's a big loophole there in the whole disguise thing. I didn't even think about that. Good point.
Don't worry, I have a spell in case I need to change clothes quite quickly. Personality changes a little bit with each guys. You kind of have to get into the mold, so to speak.
Well, I'm sure you have good reason and nothing questionable that you've done to change your look in between 5 minutes ago and now. So, anyway, the little smelly dragon beast found the direction that we're supposed to go in.
Yes, I heard
job,
the
little
same
smelly
from some guards. Although they also mentioned that there are a number of grave robbers about, and so do be aware of how you compose yourselves.
And as Jin passes this information along, you reach this northeastern area, treating every guard with just a little bit more paranoia than you were before. This northeast area is known as the Lord's Respite. It's a much wealthier area of the cemetery. You're right on the outskirts of it. And as you approach the statue in that area, you can see it pointing towards a mausoleum built out of marble. Looks very, very well constructed. You can see metal doors with an engraving above named Ghost. You can see what looks like a fairly decent sized building within. The statue itself is just standing. It's about 10 feet tall, and it points towards that mausoleum.
Well, look at that. They've spelled ghost wrong. Weird.
Does anybody know this Ghost fellow or family, whatever they are?
That sounds like a history check, and I think people from Waterdeep should make it with advantage.
Ooh.
Oot.
Yay. Not like it helps.
21.
Jesus.
I've heard of someone named Ghostly before.
I don't pay that much attention to political figures. I probably should.
Why am I only making good history checks? Not even proficient in history. What the fuck?
Hey, don't complain. You're doing
You've
better than
heard
what I was
shit.
doing this game.
I bear and I know things.
It's unbearable.
Maybe there's been lots of picnics in the City of the Dead.
Oh my god.
I'm happy
boo-boo.
now. Hey, boo boo. Look at that picnic basket.
Okay, so as everybody takes a half a beat to think, Borren, for some reason, you recognize this Ghost name as a extremely unimportant name of slight nobility, known for a large amount of farmland out in the outskirts of town.
Oh yeah, they cut down half the forest that I used to live in.
Creed know this too because he had the advantage.
Yes. Yeah, Creed, you also know that as well. You know less about the decimation of natural habitats, and you know much more about how nothing interesting has been about this Ghost family for a couple of generations.
Well, I mean, it sounds like something interesting happened. We just don't know if it's leading us to here, right?
Good point, Rialta. They sound like terrible people. Let's break in.
Yeah, let's do it. Who's got some thieves' tools?
I do.
Nope.
I just flex a little bit.
I
ha.
might have
Ooh la la.
something along those lines.
I've never heard you refer to your muscles as thieves' tools, Borren, but first time for everything.
They open the doors.
Well, how about we check if the doors are actually open first?
I feel like we've been
Good
through
idea.
this exact scenario before.
Well, let's check anyways.
Yeah, check the locks.
Okay, so the six of you approach this marble columned mausoleum. Who's gonna try to approach this door and check for locks?
Rialta will.
Okay. Rialta, as you put your hand on the door, nothing happens. And as you turn the knob, it opens into a 20-foot by 20-foot entrance chamber that looks relatively well maintained,
Interesting.
with two chambers on each of the left and right sides.
Hmm.
Well done.
Jin's gonna take a quick look behind us, make sure nobody's watching us or sees us entering.
Yeah, do we go exploring? I say we go exploring.
Yeah, we're looking kind of weird right now, guys. We're all clumped up standing in front of this thing. I think we should all go in. You said it's 20 foot by 20 foot?
Look, when you're doing shit like this, you just gotta act like you belong there and you know what you're doing.
Exactly. Good point.
Okay, all of
What I
us
do all the
file in
time.
and start pressing stuff. I've seen that work in, I've heard that work in stories before.
Everyone in, and I'm gonna make a check to just make sure that nobody notices us entering.
Okay. You notice no one observing you entering the mausoleum.
Oh, let me look. 2 eyes are better
Cool.
than... Oh, nope, nobody there.
Nobody there. Nobody
Wait.
saw us do this.
I'm gonna double check.
Nope, nobody saw us do this.
Everyone.
The dice
Creed's
tell
just
on
going
us.
inside. He's just like, yep, I'm supposed to be here.
As soon as
Fuck
Jin
whoever's
Yeah, I'm already inside.
took a look, he's back. Ben, you're echoing.
Oh, that's me.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's cool. It's like there's
Sorry,
two
I'm
of
getting picked
Borren,
up
though.
on two mics right now.
It's a true.
Hello,
damn-
I'm Borren. Yes, I'm also
It's
Borren.
Borren in
That's up
stereo.
for the-
Okay, so we're all inside. We're all stuffed in this. Can we all fit?
Yeah, it's 20 by 20. Totally fine.
Declan's gonna start. You said there's 4 or 2 on each side, left and right. Are they doors closing, or are they just caskets shoved in the wall, or what's on each side?
So to the left and to the right, there are 2 undoored doorways leading to very small rooms, 10 by 10, each containing 1 coffin, each in the middle of the room, adorned against the wall. are what look to be 4 built-in wall coffins in the main entryway, in the main entrance room.
I'm gonna check for traps. Just to make sure there aren't any like pressure plates or something going on.
I will just start walking in. And just start exploring.
So, on the map, like this is the spot on the map that doesn't have any writing or indication of anything, theoretically.
Yep. It's just got a big X on it.
So theoretically, we've made it farther than the last person who had this map. Knives for us.
Potentially. Seems that way.
Yes, I believe we're on our own from here on out. It's where the map ends, and we have to rely on our sleuth skills, which we seem to be quite good at. As long as we don't burn things down.
Side eye over to Johnny.
The sloot!
I think this place is made of stone, though, so you're out of luck, Johnny.
So, is there anything that we should take that we can see that we look suspicious anywhere?
Investigate! He's gonna act like he knows what he's doing, even though he clearly does not.
Creed, you successfully act like you know what you're doing. This is made out of marble. This is a coffin.
Yeah, and I'm checking for traps.
I am going to start searching the rooms looking for the symbol that we've been seeing on everything.
Okay, so the coffins are along the back wall, and then the small little rooms are on left and right sides. Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm sorry. Barrows, what exactly were you looking for?
We've all seen the little sigil on the map.
Oh, do I need to detect magic?
Yeah.
The little A with the swoop.
Yes.
So Rialta's gonna detect magic.
Okay.
And Borren is just going to go kind of trundling around looking for the sigil.
All right, so Jen, as you navigate, the only traps that you see are the really heavy coffin lids on top of coffins that you could pinch your fingers in. Rialta, as you look for magic in the area, you cast it basically in the middle of that entrance room, and there's nothing radiating magic in the entirety of the rooms.
Really? So that lasts 10 minutes. So like I do a little lap and there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you can basically get a vibe, like you can vibe that whole room
Oh, okay.
just from the middle. Like,
Okay.
you've got plenty of vibing out, and nothing at all is looking interesting.
Cool.
And Borren, as you look around for that sigil, you're not seeing anything show up on any of these coffins, doorways, etc.
All right, guys. Am I gonna have to be the one to say it or do it?
Declan's already like, as everybody's like, I don't know, I'm not coming up with anything. Yeah, me neither. Declan's just trying to wedge his sword in under one of the top coffins. Like, well, Creed said, act like you know what you're doing, so you might as well. And trying
Good
to take
job.
off the lid of one of these.
Thank you, Declan.
Okay. So you're using what to help you out?
Oh, sorry, my great axe, not a sword. Great axe. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me athletics with advantage and then roll a d20. All right. The top of the lid gives you a little bit of leeway to be able to start sliding it off. Your great axe doesn't bend grotesquely as you do so. You open the coffin and it reveals a well-preserved elderly lady.
Gross. I'm just kind of peeking in, not touching, not disturbing the dead, but just trying to look in for, like, you know, I'm sure there's a map or a coin or, you know, some kind of other, you know, scavenger hunt item in here, right? Something?
Roll perception.
Not...
Yeah, that'd be great.
Anybody want to help me look? I
Sure.
have terrible eyes.
I have guidance. Would that help?
Ooh, that would definitely help.
Here you
That
go.
would help with a lot of things.
That would help with all
I
the
just got
things.
it like 5 minutes ago when I leveled up.
Alright, so that's a 20.
All right, so you look into this old lady's coffin. You can see that she was buried in high quality cloths, not even silks as you would expect, kind of from someone of nobility. Well taken care of, but not well expensed. And as you fish your hands all around the sides, you turn up no coins, no map.
Well, I've got nothing in here. Anybody want help with lids elsewhere? I don't think Granny has it, though.
I'll start pulling lids open.
Do the lids... I'm so sorry. Do the lids have names on them at all? I was so interested in shoving it off, I didn't stop to read it.
Yeah, the one that you opened has the name of Granny on the top of it.
Convenient. Okay. Cool.
Granny Gost.
I'll pull open the one next to it.
It seems like you guys have this coffin delidding routine down. You open and you see much the same in terms of the inside of its contents, except it's an older male instead of an older female.
All right. Anything on him that is interesting, or anything beneath him, like a false bottom to the
Ooh,
coffin?
good point.
All right. Go ahead and give me investigation, and anybody else who was attempting to do these same things. Also give me that, and then we'll just apply that for the entire crypt.
Should I be investigating?
Oh my god. Johnny?
Oh, investigation.
Johnny, me.
Johnny investigate, but not with fire? Help.
You know, this grave robbing thing, not really up his alley.
No, just checking for false bottoms. Don't burn the body, though.
I'm comfortably outside.
You're keeping watch. Good. You're neon red, right? Yeah, that one. Okay. Good.
So Johnny, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're outside. The rest of you, you spend a solid 5 to 10 minutes running fingers along things, looking for dust lines, trying to check other avenues, and you guys are turning up nothing.
Well, I guess this might be where our adventure ends if we can't find any damn thing.
Johnny, as you hear some of the clanging and banging going on behind you in the crypt, you're looking around probably for, guards. On the statue that everybody was talking about, underneath its hooded visage, kind of in the hood,
Sweet.
from a decent while away still, you can see what looks like an A inside of two circles, kind of etched within the hood of that figure.
Okay. I will communicate, I guess, to the nearest person. Who is nearest to Johnny?
Someone on the inside of the crypt. I think we all went inside.
Yeah, everyone's inside. Oh,
Pulling shit open.
you know what we could have done? Who has that wand, damn it? You
I
know?
will mage hand. Well, I notice it. I point to it with my, spectral flaming finger gun and go to the point at the A.
And Johnny seems to be pointing at the statue that you guys had determined was pointing at the mausoleum.
How long has it been since we've been in the mausoleum?
You guys could have. I mean, I'm sure you guys are experienced grave robbers, or at least one of you is. I'm sure that could have been banged out in 5 minutes.
Great. I'm gonna walk outside because I still have 5 minutes left on my detect magic. See if I see anything outside or feel anything outside.
Rialta, you're the one who has that wand, right?
What on?
The one we found in the first building, the one that reveals secrets and trapdoors.
Yeah, I do. I totally have that.
What was it called? The Wand of Secrets.
I do have that. Let me wave it around. And then she waves it around. But like really cool look.
She is a terrible wizard.
Well, she's not a
Excuse me.
wizard.
I do innate magic. I don't need a wand.
Okay. As you wave this wand in here, you think, show me. Nothing reveals itself to you as you stand in the middle of this crypt, and you can see all the aspects, all the
Dang
walls.
it. All right. I do
Anything?
think at that point I would walk, I'd be like, okay, let me take a lap around the building, see if there's something on the outside.
All
but
right.
we do know that the A is there, so I don't want to waste time.
Yeah. And as you kind of come out, Johnny will be telling you and the rest of the group about the A on that statue.
Great. So then I guess we'd go over to there.
I had a floating spectral hand that was flaming, pointing to the A. With the mage hand.
Look at this giant hand. We should go look at it.
Subtle, what is he trying to sell us?
You know me, it's master of subtlety.
Perhaps if you pointed with a different finger, Johnny, we would be more apt to believe you.
And then I extend, because it was the index, and I extend the pinky to give him the shocker.
Much better, thank you.
As Johnny points out the A to the statue, are you walking towards the statue? Is that what I understood?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and actually, Rialta, your passive perception's 15. Is that right?
Let me look.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What is? I don't.
It'll be at the bottom of your character stats.
Yes, it is.
As you walk towards the statue, you look down. It looks really not out of place, but like it just got plopped here. I mean, you're a druid. You know how grass looks and how it's supposed to look over time. It looks like new disturbance here.
Okay, wait. Nobody get closer. This has not been here for long. has definitely been like either moved or has been booby trapped or something. Not sure, but just let's think for a minute. And then I take out the wand and see if it tells me anything.
All right.
'Cause
Are
again,
you using another charge?
what do I get? 2 more?
Yeah, 3 per day.
Let's check around first before you
Yeah. Before I waste one, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone just be careful.
As you guys look around the hill that the statue is on, it does look relatively new. One of the spots kind of inside of the robe, closer towards the base, looks a little bit worn, as opposed to the rest of the statue, which looks relatively new.
Touch it.
I want to go up and touch it.
We could use, and I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. We could try something like this, and my Mage Hand will go up and touch it.
Okay, can your mage hand give me an investigation?
Sure.
And if Barrows is approaching and trying to also look at it, you can roll it with advantage.
I will do that.
And kind of in parallel with the A on the top of the robe, there seems to be a slight catch in the bottom of the top of the robe on this statue that could be depressed.
Boop.
There's a shifting of stone, actually. There's a shifting of stone that makes a relatively large clump that no one is around to hear besides Ben, besides Browse. Good lord. Ben, what is your character's name? Borren. I am sorry. Besides Borren. And there seems a slight depression of air, hisses out, and a small entryway at the base of the statue is revealed, in which you can see nothing besides darkness.
We got a staircase, and I start heading down.
It's the double Borren.
Does anyone have a torch by chance?
Borren has dark vision. Borren does not need a torch.
Oh, with the mention of anything fire, Johnny
God damn
jumps
it.
into the fray. And
I have a torch.
just firebolt the torch up.
That seems aggressive.
Oh, it's important to know that Borren is man-shaped again.
Was he not man-shaped?
Yeah, he turned into a bear.
Oh, he was bear-shaped.
He was
Okay.
bear. He was bear-shaped.
He went
for a while.
pear.
He was bear-shaped for a minute, and then he's not bear-shaped again.
Okay.
Jin will light up his hooded lantern.
Declan will just grab onto the back of something of Borren and head down behind him.
I'll light up a
just
torch as
scruff.
well.
You're a scruff.
Because I have an opportunity to play with fire.
Why is it wet, Borren? This is gross. But lead on.
Sweaty man.
And as we start to descend, I'm going to switch us to a map. I'm going to try to real quick shift fingers to the right spot. And if you guys can,
Do our thing.
did that work for everybody?
Aha!
Am I not on the right layer? Am I not be on the right layer?
There it is.
There we go. If you guys, so the top here is going to be let's call it the entryway to the passage. That would be outside. You out. Sorry, I have to resize all of your tokens because my original sizing was not so good.
So this
He's
is
all
where we
good,
came in
sir.
from?
So you will be coming from up here.
Ah.
And then moving down, down, down into some darkness.
Into the darkness.
And I'll be generous. I'll give it a little bit more than 30 feet.
I have
As
60 foot dark vision.
sick uber dark vision, like 60 feet.
6 feet.
60 feet. As it kind of twists and turns and descends a little bit, there's a squiggly line before these lines of the wall, indicating that you guys travel down a little bit of distance, say 100 feet, a little bit of twisting and turning before you're greeted by these two much more solid walls. It's very, very cramped. No light is around, but you can see on the sides of the walls that there are sconces along the... Not scones, sconces. Along the
I
sides
grab
of
a
the wall.
scone and I eat it.
Scones. Crypt scones, even. They are every 5 feet along these walls, but have no torches and no light within them. And as you walk down these dusty crypt stairs, the only thing you can hear is your footsteps bouncing off of the ground. Anybody afraid of the dark?
Not boring.
Not particularly.
All right. As you guys can go ahead and make your way through, the steps start to bounce a little bit quicker as you hear from the back of this hallway that you're currently in. You can see a clear wall at the end of this hallway. And as you go about it, Borren, what's your passive? These are things that I should have looked up for.
13.
13. You can tell the floor ahead of you is slightly less dusty than the floor that you just stepped on.
The floor that he's on now?
Right in front of him.
I put a foot out and I just kind of tap it.
Are you wearing tap shoes?
Actually, I'm probably barefoot. Pun intended.
Oh.
Thank you for that.
Your foot makes much less of a resounding thud than it has been for the past 100 feet or so.
Problem there, Bear Man?
Ground's weird. I put a little bit more weight on it.
I'm holding on to the scruff in case he falls. I don't know.
Okay. You put a little more weight on it. How much of your body are you putting on it?
He's probably 250, so I don't know, maybe like 50 pounds.
And as you kind of give it a good thumping into the ground, the bottom of the floor gives out.
No, I was holding him.
Give me a acrobatics with advantage because Declan is holding on to you.
Wahoo!
Yeah, and you don't fall into the leaning pit below you. As what you see below you is a bunch of bodies. And as the floor breaks up, they all look at you and go, ugh. We could have everybody just real quick roll. Good lord, where's my initiative button? And clearing my turn order. Initiative.
Oh,
I'll
Johnny,
add you.
you're up.
These ones look like they have arms growing out of their heads. They're really gross.
Creepy. Quite
Heard a
creepy.
call for my name. Is my services needed?
Your fire, not the
Yeah,
pinky
burn it.
finger.
That's oddly specific. Your fire, not the pinky finger.
Perhaps later we can get into that.
Oh, here comes the storm. It's turned yellow outside. That's not.
Ooh.
Yellow's a color. It's kind of actually it does kind of look like the zombie's color tone for your guys.
Like
For you guys over on the other side.
dystopian apocalypse yellow outside.
Yep.
It's fine.
This
I'm
is
sure
fine.
it's fine. This is fine. So there is 20 feet of floor missing ahead of you, Jen. You can see
I'm
Borren
back
has stopped
here.
Borren has stopped moving, and there's less floor. And you hear some moans up ahead. What do you do?
Fuck.
Just so we know, how deep's the pit?
It is 10 feet deep.
Okay.
I have no idea how deep it is. Somebody asked for Johnny. I am getting out of the blast radius.
Smart.
And I will draw up my short bow and prepare to shoot something that looks like it's going to hurt my acquaintances. And like I'll be kind of like over here peeking around the corner. So I'll bonus action hide.
Okay. Borren, as you don't fall
Yes.
into the pit of zombies, what do you do?
Would I be able to kind of stoop down and try to brain one of these suckers with a battle axe?
Anything with reach?
Nope. I could throw a javelin, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not with the 10-foot height, and they're not anywhere near you. Kind of hard to make a battle axe reach that long.
I'll hold an action until they until one of them starts to clamber up.
Okay.
Okay.
Chippies.
Rialta. If you're
Ben, shush! You're the worst. Okay. So I was gonna. Oh, I can cast it there. Great. Okay. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere. Where did it go? Flaming Sphere. And I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna draw a little orange guy here.
okay, so the sphere's going there.
Yep.
Okay, so we're doing flaming sphere?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. So it appears there.
Yes. Because I can't put it really anywhere. I can't put it anywhere else. Oh, wait a minute. 60 feet, right? Hold on. Ha ha! I changed my mind.
Yes, please don't burn us.
You're
We're
going
too
here.
close for comfort.
All right. And I'm gonna move here. And that's my turn.
You're in Johnny's firing line. You
Oh
will burn.
no.
And
Oh,
by
never
firing
mind.
line, I literally mean firing line.
And that's my turn.
So a quick brief description. Where that fire is, there's no walking ground. That was not a part of the walkway, but you can now see underneath because the walkway has given out. Declan.
Great.
I can try and reach over next to or cuddle up with my friend Borren and get my bow in there. It's like shooting fish in a barrel or something, right? At the first one.
You hit it, and it thumps, and it goes, ugh, and then it still looks like it wants to do bad things to living things.
More fire, please. More fire. And he turns around and looks at the people behind him. That's it. I guess he'll scoot back so somebody can scoot next to Borren.
Okay. And as you wrap up, the zombies start trying to clamber up. They are trying to peel themselves up. Borren, this one reaches and just gets to the top, and is going to try to hit you. It's within range of your typical attacks.
Can I hit first, or is it going to hit first?
Well, it's not going to hit, as it seems to have difficulties climbing on this spot. But you can go ahead and attack whenever with your readied.
Ignore rage. I'm not raging.
Ignoring rage. You hit it, and it doesn't seem to keep a grip. It actually falls down, and it lays down kind of on the ground. And then the second one comes up and tries to climb up.
Is it within view that I can shoot it?
These would be vaguely enough in view for you to shoot it. Yeah.
Cool.
As the second one climbs up.
Was my stealth high enough to be
Uh,
hidden?
Yeah, it couldn't see you, and it's
Cool.
a zombie.
Fair enough. Just want to make sure.
And you lay a good solid chunk into this one. What's that, 15? Jesus. He was able to make his way up. Ben does a 15 hit.
No.
All right, he falls on top of this one. The next zombie, using those two zombies' bodies, tries to climb up. He can't. He falls on top of this zombie. The next zombie, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. This zombie is automatically able to get up. At least enough to hit your leg. So he's going to take an attack at disadvantage. 10?
No.
And the next one climbs on top of that. And it seems like the zombies have made a zombie ladder. 14 regular?
No.
Crit for 3?
Crit for 3.
Crit for 3. All right. And then I don't want to overlap any more than that. But these two are going to try to slam at you. Crit for 6?
Crit for 6.
And then nothing. And then at the end of the zombie's turn, Rialta, can you give me the one roll for all of the flaming sphere damage?
Yes.
All right. So that's
It's not in my attacks and spells for some reason.
that's fine. What's your DC?
15.
Okay. As you start to burn, the smell of burnt flesh starts to resonate throughout the area. As two of the zombies, Ben, the zombie on the very top of the pile, seems to shrink down 2 feet. For a reason that smells very bad to you. And that's going to bring us to Creed. You see the bottom of one zombie and a big, tall zombie up ahead.
He is going to. How high is the ceiling here? Like where we are.
The ceiling, where you are, is about 7 feet high.
Okay. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna pull out a little looks like a little ball of gooey blackness, and he'll snatch a spider off the wall, shove them both into his mouth, and then cast spider climb on himself, climb up to the ceiling and start heading over this way. And he's gonna have like the eldritch energy starting to crackle around his hands. He's gonna start blasting things. I was just wondering how far he can get. So roughly in this vicinity after climbing up. So he's on the ceiling.
Okay.
Like that weird horror movie, just kind of like hands and knees just up on the ceiling and up the wall and across the ceiling. And he's kneeling up, getting ready to start blasting things. And he's got this big crazy grin on his face.
Yeah. Zombies kind of make the motion of boo. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Oh,
I cannot.
That's a okay.
That's it.
That is your action for the turn.
That
Got
will
it.
be next round if he gets the chance. He's kind of showing off. He's got powers. He's 14. Like, look how cool I am.
And you are just the requisite amount of cool. I think you're just far enough away from that flaming sphere in the ground. Johnny Nova.
Johnny heard his call. In burning flesh, this is kind of his thing. So walk his 30 feet. See that he's just far enough out of range and behind 2 people, but he'll make a little bit of room so if people can pass him. And I think I would like to hold an action. I'd like to hold burning hands action for a zombie who gets within 5 feet. And the cone would then go this way, regardless if someone's in front of me or not. So, yeah, just down the corridor and just lighting it up if a zombie comes close to me.
Okay.
I want to set my friends on fire. Last time they did not appreciate that.
I mean, I don't know about you. Most of my friends don't like being set on fire.
Yeah, most friends are prudes. That's
Creed's meh about the whole situation.
Yeah, you're on the ceiling. You'd be fine, and you're
Mr.
just
Fire
out of range.
Resistant.
Yeah,
but just
He's also-
I'm just thinking that someone maybe in this general range
might not take kindly.
Oh, it's just people, right, Johnny? There's always more people to entertain. Jen, you smell a whole shitload of burning flesh. Creed goes flying across on the ceiling. Johnny looks like he's about to light up 2 of your friends. What are you doing?
Oh, good God. And I'm going to pop out, take a shot at whichever zombie looks already injured, if there are any.
You can see one of them. You can see the
Right.
head of the next one down. And they all look a little scorched.
All right. Sure, but nope. Duck back and hide.
All right. Your short bow fails to. You don't hit an ally. Let's just say that you don't hit an ally.
Oh, thank goodness.
Borren, Zombie stairs in front of you. Flaming sphere down there. Creed's up right in front of you, but kind of upside down.
All right, now I'm gonna fucking rage. And then hit the one in front of me.
You hit it, and oh boy, that is a good one. Let me read that. 5 plus damage taken. Yeah, nope. You cut the one as it's kind of sizzling from the previous. You slice this one down in front of you. So you see the head of a laying down zombie right in front of you. So the zombie that was standing upright is now cut in half and dead.
Cool.
All right. Anything else for you? Any movement?
No.
Which is going to bring us over to Rialta. You're smelling some good effects. And you see what looks to be the head of a zombie down in front of Borren.
That's kind of weird. But sure. Let's see. I am going to move here. And then I'm going to oh, am I not close enough? Damn it.
Sorry. I just want to be clear, like there's 5 zombies here, but they're all just laying on top of each other.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
So 5, 10. Can I stand next to Johnny or no?
Sure.
Cool. All right, I'm kind of standing underneath him right now. But that means that I can cast Fairy Fire.
No, that's also a concentration spell.
Oh, it is. Dang it. Never mind. Thanks, Ben. I'm gonna. Oh, fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing, but that's what I'm gonna use. I have a thing for it here, though. And hit whatever zombie I can kind of see. I don't know if I can see one.
So you can see the top of a head.
Great.
It's
I'll
a
aim
little bit
there.
more than 10 feet away.
It is. Damn it.
Given that.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20. All right, never mind.
Okay. So no other actions.
Nope. That actually, I'm gonna. Yeah, I can have a bonus action. I can move sphere. I'm gonna move it here.
Okay. And as you move the sphere, go ahead and give me sphere damage. We're just gonna roll 1 for all 5.
2d6.
All right. And you can hear more sizzling flesh go down.
I would say I give you a flaming spear damage button.
Oh, thank you. You're so good.
I'm gonna leave that one off to the side so that we can actually know how
Oh, you
most
can get mine?
are. With that, that'll bring us over to Declan. The zombies are in initiative 8. I deleted their token. But Declan, you see 5 zombies laying down in front of Borren.
I will scoot up, and from behind Borren, can I see, like, he cut the top stairs zombie in half. Would I be able to judge if I can swing my axe at the body pile below, or is it too far away?
Yeah, absolutely. You can borrow Borren's space for a second, and you'll be close enough.
Excuse me, friend. Watch the hair.
You watch the hair.
You watched it there. No, never mind. Doesn't matter.
So, as you clumsily swing past Borren as he says, "Watch the hair," you kind of look away for a second, but then your axe goes into the zombie because it's laying on the ground and not moving, and a very easy target to hit. It takes 10 damage, but stays active.
Gross. And he'll yank his axe back out of the zombie and turn to Johnny Nova and just say, there's fire in there, but I think we could use more fire. They're in like a stair formation. It's really gross.
It's a good day to fry.
Yes, other fire catchphrases. You're full of those. They're excellent. That's it.
And as you're remarking about how excellent it is, Borren, the first one, that was almost cut in half but not quite, stands back up, tries to hit you. 13? Nope. All right. That one falls to the side. Let's see which way it falls. It falls to the north, of course it does. And the second one stands up and tries to hit you.
Nope.
That's 3. And it's going to fall to the south. The third one stands up and tries to climb up because it can no longer reach you. It can't. It falls down in place. And the fourth one can't get up from under the third one. So, yeah. That's the end for the zombies. Rialta, can you give me flaming sphere damage for the ones that are still stuck? Creed, we're going to go ahead and pick up with you as you see one of the zombies fall into the ball of fire and disintegrate, another one fall to the side of it, and a third one just laying on the ground. So you've got 3 very toasty zombies all laying down.
And this is still a somewhat pile of writhing zombie parts?
Yes.
He's gonna go for the pile.
Got it.
Remember, I only can shoot once. Blam!
That is a consistent blam. It's a very consistent blam. And this pile of Barts no longer is moving. As your teenage stunt seems to be paying well off. Anything else for you?
He's just gonna laugh like he's having a great time and turn towards the one that's not about to be burned up by the fire. Get ready to shoot at that one.
All right, Johnny, you smell some more flesh. You see Creed.
Yeah, I'll work my way up, but see, like the fun is really over. This is a dying pyre. There's no pyre to be made here. There's only like 3 left. Right?
That is correct. What you see is what you get.
A WYSIWYG scenario? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really worth wasting too much time. But, you know. We'll just do it here. We'll just try to end this as quickly as possible.
So sorry, Johnny, that there are not enough bodies for you to light on fire. We'll try and scrounge up some more.
We'll just try to end this. I'll just Scorching Ray 3 times. One for that one, one for that one, one for that one. Oh, I missed one. Damn.
Yeah. So you very eloquently end the first 2. The third one in the ball of fire, I don't know how you flub it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. You know, maybe the
I was
fires
hidden.
cancel out.
Yeah, hidden by fire. Totally
like-
makes sense.
All right. Well, maybe there's a next time, and then I'll step back.
Jen,
Jen will take a look at the last one. Well, hopefully you're gone now. And was my stealth high enough? 18 to be
Sure.
hidden? Cool. Shoot. At the last remaining zombie that I can see.
And as your arrow goes through the flaming sphere and into the zombie, you no longer hear the sounds of zombies. You still smell them, though. Terrible. They're absolutely terrible. And that's going to drop us out of the turn order.
That was great.
Dang.
Is everyone alright up there?
Yeah, up there. What the hell, Creed?
What?
You're a... You look... I mean, I'm imagining there's still, like, a subtle fire glow, and it's dark, and all I see is, like, Creed's teeth smile like a Cheshire cat. What the hell? Since when
Tail
can you
waving back and
climb
forth.
on walls?
I kind of just had an idea and it worked.
Is Creed dangling, like, on the ceiling over a giant hole now? Is that correct? Because the floor is gone. Be careful. You can get down safely, yes? Or crawl to the other side?
Yeah. This time he just sort of like stands. It works. And he'll meander this way, then scramble down the wall.
How about the rest of you? Are you all right?
I got winged a little bit, but I'm fine.
I haven't grown
I'm
the ability
good.
to climb walls, but I'm good.
I'm gonna hop
Some
down
would say
into
that's
this
enough.
pit.
It's a pit. There's
How
a
else
bunch
are we
of dead
supposed to get
zombies.
across?
Don't go in the pit.
I'm already in the pit. What do you want?
Is the fire in the pit still? Fire's gone, right?
Fire's gone. I stopped concentrating.
Okay.
All right, you're in the pit. You go down 10 feet, you're in the pit. It's a pit.
I assist people down into the pit unless they have another way across.
I'm gonna create water, and it's gonna push me across the pit.
As you're doing that show, I'm gonna hold out my arms and, like, throw my head back and close my eyes, waiting for Borren to pick me up like a princess.
I pick him up like a princess.
Sweet, just like always. Oh, and now we're all wet. Gross.
I pick him up like a princess, spin him around, and then just like walk him over to the other end of the pit and just place him down.
Kree just rolls his eyes.
Rialta rides a wave over? That's theatrical. Johnny, can you do that but with fire?
Please don't. I'm in the pit.
All right. There's some pit crossing. It sounds relatively enthusiastic. Definitely successful. This is a very shallow pit. So you all may cross.
Hooray.
As you around the corner, up ahead, you can see stairs descending down another good 10 feet in that very shallow staircase. At the end of that hallway, there is a door.
Borren will attempt to open the door.
Okay. Can you guys go ahead and place yourselves as you would if you were all moving together? Or if that's exactly how you're moving, go ahead and do that.
I would be...
Oh, stay back a little bit.
You know, we have mage hands for a reason, right? To open
'Cause
these
you're
things.
wussies?
It's kind of his thing. He likes to... I mean, we haven't let him smash it. Wait, did we let him smash a door?
No.
Yeah, see? You make Borren sad. Borren want to smash. but we'll settle for turning a knob.
Becky, let me smash.
Oh
I'm
god.
happy.
Okay. We are gonna go ahead and take our 5-minute break as Borren is opening whatever.
Smopening the door.
Smopening. I love smopening. We're gonna go ahead and take 5. Craig said that he would be delayed in getting back, but we will start without him if he is not back before break 10 minutes.
Cup.
We could take. Let's call it a 10.
Thank you, 10.
Herb.
So that was fun. We had a pit. I hidden shot arrows.
Not enough things to blow up in Creed's opinion.
Hmm.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's an Athy.
Uh-huh.
Hey, never
That's
left.
a Connor.
Craig's not going to be around. Ben Sam?
Also never left, and Ben is on his way back.
Yay.
Yay.
So what did we learn?
Don't step in the
Creed
hole.
is awesome.
Creed is terrifying. Yeah, Declan's definitely like kind of looking over his shoulder, knowing Creed's behind him. Like, crawl on the wall next to me again? What else can you do? Anything I should be aware of?
Shrugs and grins.
Hello, I am back.
Welcome.
Hi, back. I'm DM.
Damn it, I was about to do that.
Wah wah. Snooze you lose.
Dad jokes ain't gonna wait for everybody. Okay, so we have full crew back, yes.
And Craig was gonna be late.
Okay, well, this is the 15 minutes that he said, so we're going to go with that. So, Borren, as you approach the door, it is metal constructed. It does have a knob. You go to test said knob.
Yep.
Said knob will unlock if you twist it. It will twist.
Okay. I twist and I open the door.
Okay.
Slowly.
Sorry. Wrote that up.
Why is the turn order back?
Because I
No.
have to reset it.
Gosh. Boink Scoob.
So, up ahead of you, you see on your left, you see a stairway going up to a very small altar up at the top. It's decorated with ornamental shields and spears. It does have the looks of decay. As you open your eyes to the right, you not only see, but you also hear the click clanking of skeletons riding horses, surrounded in the center by a floating skull.
As
that
soon as
floating
I see
skull.
this, I want to shift.
Okay. That floating skull in the middle seems to be chanting something in a language that's not familiar to you. As you open the door, it glances at you and says, "Put that right out!" And I'll have everybody roll initiative for, reasons.
Are they little skeletons standing on top of the horses? Because that's better.
I'm afraid because I'm in front of Krieg. Or
I-
not Krieg, sorry, Johnny.
I'm afraid because I'm in front of Creed.
Krieg still has Spire Claim, doesn't he?
Yup. He's gonna.
So you're fine.
Or I continue to roll like crap, so you have time to move.
Nice.
I rolled pretty bad too, so
All right. So this room is in darkness. We have Rialta had a torch, correct?
and
Yes.
I have a hooded lantern.
You have a torch. You have a hood lantern. All right, perfect. Apparently not waiting for long. The skull Borren shifts in front of you. Says, "I said put the light out." And Rialta, your torch explodes in to some nice fireworks. So anybody within 10 feet of Rialta, you can make a con save. Everybody but Borren.
Con save.
One person who's really good at conce is wait,
Why was I
never
blessed?
I forgot.
No, ignore that.
1, 2, 3. All right. All right. Pass. Johnny Nova, you just throw that at me whenever you're ready. And the school says,
Not within
fine.
10 feet of him.
Maybe he likes the fire.
10 feet of Rialta.
Oh, Rialta?
Yeah, her
Yeah.
torch.
Well, that's... Control your flame. If you do not know how to control the fire controls you. Tar in the head.
Your accent.
Thanks,
It's changing.
Lyra.
It takes a second. I have to work back into it.
And it kind of floats off the sides of this. Oh, that's better. Arr. Get him!
Still got my
Borren.
light.
Yeah, but yours is a hooded lamp. You
Yeah,
can't
but it doesn't have a hood on it currently. It's spreading 30 feet of bright light.
Yeah, he can't see you. It's around the corner. Borren.
I don't need light to see, so I'm just gonna
Come on up.
come on up,
Rage
and smash.
Smashing, I'm sorry, just to be specific, the horse or the skeleton.
The skeleton.
That's going to hit. And that is going to knock the skeleton off of its horse and into the middle of the room. There's a no from the skull as all of these skeletons. Okay, we got to turn these guys right side up. It's going to bother the crap out of me. Good image. Not really going to do it. 2, 3, 4. Borren, you see 2 of them in the back of the room start to rear a little bit, but 3 of them surround you and just start kicking at you with some hooves.
$21 will do it.
Okay. So that's 13 plus whatever your rage does to it. Creed, as you see the door open and some fireworks go off behind you and a bunch of horses.
It's gonna scramble up to the ceiling, and this horse is like right in front of the door. Right.
That's correct. You can tell just by looking into the room, the ceiling in this room is significantly higher, at least 10 feet higher.
Yeah, this dude is real close to the door, so he's gonna blam that skelly bones. Hopefully
Alright,
off the horse.
And that was the skeleton?
Yes.
Yes, that skeleton does actually go off the horse.
And then Creed is going to climb like here and up, maybe like to this corner. 5, 10, 15, roughly there, I think. Counting going up.
Yeah. You're still in range of the horse, but you don't leave it, so it is not kicking at you.
How high?
this-
You said the ceiling is even higher, right? So he's like
Yeah.
on the way up towards
Yeah,
the
it can
ceiling.
be
Okay.
up to 20 feet high in here.
Okay. He can't get quite that high yet, but he's on his way.
As you come in, these horses that were rearing towards the back come charging, but only one can really get through to you.
I have a reaction. Hold on.
They're not able to do anything else besides move towards you at this time, though.
Okay.
Rialta, you have no light. There's Jin's got light, but it's not illuminating the room. But you hear a lot of clomping of horses going on.
All right. Rialta is gonna check one little thing first before she says she's gonna do it. She's gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Crowd favorite.
Crowd bestest. Okay. She's gonna put it bloop right here, which means she passed through this one, the course. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How do I undo that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you're Johnny Novaing the art house. That's what I see.
I can't get rid of it.
Well, that I can do.
Oh, thank you. And that little one on. Yep, this one. Yep. Okay, great. But what I meant. Oh, Jesus.
Just on your upper left,
Okay, got it.
put it to select move.
Yep, there we go. Okay, so that means that I went through. No, I casted it there. So this one, is it touching it or no?
Both the horse and the skeleton are within 5 feet of it. Sure.
Great. Okay. Cool.
And if you could give me the full text of that spell too.
Yes. Down and bloop. And then Ben fixed it for me, so now I have a little.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere, sure. Okay. You can use a bonus action to move it if you want it to.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to put it right here. No, that would hurt. What's his face? Okay. I'm gonna use it. Nope, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Cool. The room illuminates in a burst of light. Borren, you can see these 2 sarcophagi now towards. That's a reveal tool. That's not going to do anything. Towards the back, and you can see a little bit of decrepancy over here as well. As skeletons start moving on their horses. Creed.
Mm-hmm.
You might not be in range to get swiped at by a skeleton, but you're shootable by our skeleton on the left and our skeleton towards the back. Does a 21 do?
Yes, and he's going to lash out with Hellish Rebuke at the one that hit him.
Excellent.
So what's that, 2d10?
Yep. And he's going to juke using his horse. Maybe his horse bucks a little bit and gets him out of the way. So he'll take a little bit of that. And then Borren. This one gets off his high horse. Kind of slides down
How did you
here.
get the horse so high?
I don't know. They're just magic skeletons. And he's going to throw his sword at you terribly, and his hand comes off as well as he tries to strike a blow. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Jen.
So which one did I Hellish Rebuke? Because I don't.
This guy that I didn't deduct.
Okay.
Would it be possible for me to move through Deacon's space just to get through? Like,
you may always pass through an allied space. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I'm going to get up, pull out my rapier, and I'm going to booming blade this horse. And there is an ally within 5 feet, so I do
It's
get my
official.
sneak attack.
And all right, that does hit. It's 9 damage. I believe booming blade is
when it moves.
When it moves. Go ahead and bring up the text on that spell for me too, when you can.
And I'm gonna bonus action disengage and get the fuck away.
Absolutely. All right. So Declan, Jin pops in front of you, lays down a nice loud sound with a rapier, and then it's you.
There's the text.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, now that it's lit up in there, that makes this a little easier. I'm gonna move past this horse, probably taking an attack of opportunity, and pivot myself up here, which is still in range of these two, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Those hooves do not hit, so I'm gonna come up to the mean, nasty skull, look him right in the face, and be like, You tried to blow us up with fireworks. That wasn't very nice. And I will mark him and swipe at him.
Okay. That's a solid hit. You knock this floating skull around in the air, and it says, now in an understandable language, "No, I've never hurt anyone." Johnny.
Yes, here's Johnny. Five. I won't hurt anyone, but can I go there?
Yep. It is a large creature, so it does threaten that area, but you can take the space under Creed.
Can't move that far, unfortunately. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I can't move that far.
You can take the corner. Because I won't let you stay in the horse's square. Hypothetically, that might be possible in the real world. You can take that.
All right, well, I'll try to burn the 2 horses.
Can you give me some directional arrows here?
Yeah.
And what spell?
So it's going to be Burning Hands, so it makes a 15-foot cone. Ooh, that's not good for Borren. Borren's kind of always in my way. I don't like that, Borren.
Just do it. I'm taking half damage from it.
Okay, that seems fair.
Probably
So
safe too.
it's I guess a cone like that, right? That's a cone. Or is that a triangle?
Well, they're the same thing in 5e speak.
There you go. So that's the Burning Hands range.
But 10 feet or 15 feet?
15. Thank you for fixing that. So it's even one more. It's a third square past that, so that's why it's so isosceles here, and it shouldn't be. 1, 2.
All right, so we're still at just 2 horses, though.
3.
Yeah,
because it's 15 foot. It's trace horses and a Borren.
Okay, roll it.
All right. Danger sense. Sure. It's so nice I had to cast it twice.
I would have said 3 times for 3 horses.
Oh my gosh, yeah, sure. I did not mean to click it that many times.
21 saves.
All right, so dex throws, please.
Yep, already up.
Thank God for danger sense.
And what's the DC?
Oh, DC's 14.
DC is 14. Got it. So you see this horse in front of you turn ablaze. You can see the skull behind these 2 horses. Some of that purple glowing kind of shrugs onto the horses themselves. and it seems to stop one from taking a significant part of your burning. The other one, he's pretty lit up though. His burning's all gone. He's just a skeleton, and those bones are starting to melt a little.
All right, and that is my turn.
And as you wrap up there, you hear some more gibberish come out of this skull. And you see, Borren, the horse in front of you, you see its mouth kind of come alight with a green kind of energy.
I'm gonna... That creature's within my reach, right? That horse is right next to me. Cool. I'm gonna make a melee weapon attack because it targeted something other than me. Shoot a sentinel.
It's just casting a spell.
Just casting a
it's just-
spell. It sounds
yep.
pretty bad.
It's not doing anything actually directly harmful. It looks like it's just making this horse able to
Do stuff.
and then it's going to start bebopping around more than you would expect. It looks like it's trying to be evasive, which is going to bring us over to Borren.
So it's spitting fire at me?
So that horse has some, looks like red energy coming out around its mouth. And then as you look at it, it kind of changes to, oh, no. Nope, it's red.
Is it this horse or that horse?
It's diagonal horse.
Diagonal horse. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to crack diagonal horse in the goddamn face.
All right. You crack that horse in the face. You do crack it in the face, but its barding blocks most of the damage of your attack.
All right. Bonus action healing potion.
You can do that as a bonus action?
If you have it and you're administering it to yourself, it's a bonus action from raw rules.
Okay.
But I do forget, is that
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2?
And are you moving out of horsing around party?
Oh, absolutely not.
All right. You look like you're having a barrel of fun. So you're going to stay right there. And then horsies are going to go. Johnny, it looks almost exactly like what you did. This horse kind of rears its head back. Where is this horse?
Where is horse?
And it's going to spew a very similar cone of fire.
You guys are boned.
Eh.
I'll think of something better.
Advantage on dexterity save. Well,
Too hot to handle.
Oh, Connor. You were doing all the puns for me. And then that's going to be Nova and Athy as well. Actually. Yes, Athy as well. 15 feet will go up just enough.
Dex save on the wall.
All right, that's half.
Half of what? Or did you not roll
Half
it?
of 15.
So half of 15.
Correct. And round down each time you half.
Nice.
It's just
Borren,
yeah.
that so that's what 70 you, Borren? Because if bear, then reduce fire, and then Johnny, just give me a roll whenever you can.
Creed looks fine because he technically still had temporary hit points from last time.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so Creed looks like you're taking 7. Oh,
He's taking.
sorry, Johnny. I keep thinking Johnny here. That one stays in place. This one kind of prances around. Before it prances, sorry. Borren, hooves.
I don't have any hooves. Oh, I see.
You have some
Yeah,
hooves.
that will miss.
That will miss?
Yeah.
Okay.
My shifted AC is 18.
That horsey is trying to get the horse out of dodge. It's going to have to... block down this way, I guess, to get away from that fire. This one's going to come galloping in. Declan. Declan does a 15. I don't think it does.
No.
And this horse will continue going on. And then this horse will finally straighten itself out, move down, and Borren. One last set of hooves.
I'm gonna swipe at that horse before he hooves, or as he hooves.
Those hooves will hit.
Well, if you hit him before he moves, he won't move.
He's in the same place. He's not moving yet. I had to straighten him out, and then...
Sorry, the movement isn't what triggers it. It is when he makes an attack against a target.
Oh,
So I use
thought
my
you were
reaction.
making an attack of opportunity. My apologies.
And he is... no longer has movement, so he's going to stay right there. And this horse is going to come down and kick Johnny No.
Damn rotating horses.
Johnny, does a 24 hit? I'm going to assume that it does. And then you just give me a dex save for that fire damage whenever. Alright, so 7 fire, I don't know if you have built-in immune, and then 7 hooves. Creed.
Creed is going to continue to scramble up into the corner of the ceiling over here and blast at the skeleton over her. Do I get an attack of cause an attack of opportunity from anyone? I don't know if I'm close enough.
The horse didn't kick you, it kicked Johnny. So no. It's not close enough otherwise.
Okay, so he's gonna shoot at this guy here. Flag him. Ah!
Being inverted, it's almost like you have invert aim turned on. It's starting to go wide and all wonky. Any bonus?
No. He growls angrily.
Rialta, you hear commotion from the other room. You still see your burning sphere going on?
All right. I'm going to move. Here. In a bonus action, I'm going to move here. Right here. Which means he takes damage.
Yep. Dex save or damage, correct.
Great. So I'm going to go to my thing and click the thing.
All right. And a DC 13, he will take half of that. Rialta, that was your bonus and your movement.
Yep. And then I'm gonna use poison spray. I have 10. Oh shit. No, I'm not close enough to this horse. I'm gonna hit that horse. Poison spray, and I'll click the right button.
All right. You shoot poison spray at this horse. It doesn't seem to affect the horse.
Oh, it's undead, isn't it? Damn it.
At all, unfortunately. All right. That's
Mhm.
1, that's 2, that's 3.
I'm all good.
And skeletons. You're still on the ceiling, Reed. One is going to shoot at you from right below you. I don't think a 6 is going to do it.
Nope.
Nothing has hit the other skeleton on the right yet. So, Declan, does a 12? No. And then Rialta.
Yeah.
This one at the door is going to take a shot at you. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right.
Very much so.
4 damage, and give me that all-important con save to maintain concentration. Nice.
Nice.
Well done.
You hear the click-clacks. You hear some bows twanging.
Jin's just gonna pop out. Well, it's the only move he's got. Booming blade onto this horse.
That's a horse. That's a lot of damage.
A horse is a horse, of course.
That was better with the echo.
Oh, sorry.
Jin's just gonna kind of peek out. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here for now. And I'm gonna hide in the shadows as a bonus action. We're stealth.
All right.
Stealth.
You try to crouch yourself down in the hallway after making a giant explosion out of a skeleton horse right in front. We'll see how that works in just a little bit, Declan.
Wasn't me.
Just to clarify, the skeleton is on the ceiling or on the horse now?
On the horse.
Okay. I will keep my attention on the skull and shout at him to call your lackeys off. Make them stop, or you will feel my blade. Pay attention to me. And I am going to, assuming this hits, gonna mark him as well. Again.
So, you're fairly certain that would have hit. Had a large portion of energy not blocked most of the damage of your attack. But you have definitely garnered his attention. No, that's fine. I'm here. Just, me and you, we could just keep working this out. And bonus action or movement from Declan.
Nope.
All right. Johnny. You see a shield of energy go around that skeleton. Everything's moving different ways.
Oh my god, it's bigger Johnny.
That's a lot of Johnnies.
And sorry, I was prompted for bonus action down there. I don't know if there's. Checking Discord. Also, don't see any chat there. And at the top of the turn order, as it comes around to the skull, he surrounds himself in a little barrier, and then he starts making this annoying, high-pitched, extremely loud sound at you, Declan. And it seems like he's going to be helping the next target that tries to hit you. Which is going to bring us over to Borren.
Borren is going to stay on his target and try to break up this horse.
All right.
17 for 9.
17 for 9 is definitely going to break up this horse. The skeleton comes clattering down on the ground to you. Which is going to bring us, a bonus action movement.
Movement to shift in a little bit to there.
All right. That's shift. And that's going to roll us over to Creed as you see some skeleton horses start crumbling to the ground.
He's going to shoot, like spin around so he's on the wall, but up on his knees rather than in a crawling position. Is going to try again to shoot at this one that he missed.
That'll do it. Your patented knocking off the horse treatment of skeletons seems to be going 50-50 from the ceiling, I think we're at right now.
And gonna scoot around, still up on the ceiling to here to get a better vantage point at what's going on.
Yeah, all right. You see a couple of horses. You see a floating skull.
He's kind of like tucked up with his back like in the corner of the ceiling and the wall, just attached. Scramble, scramble. Oh noes.
Who did we lose? Oh,
Better.
there.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Hear me finally. Holy shit. About damn time. All right, I'm going to mute.
All right. Creed, you get a good bird's eye view of the battlefield. And no bonus. And it's going to bring us over to Rialta. Is that right, Athy?
Yep.
All right. Rialta.
Sam, you're muted.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. I am going to ice knife. No.
Love that spell.
Ice knife. I'm gonna ice knife this bad boy right here with his full power. Crap, I don't think I have one of those things on my sheet. No. Okay, so takes do this manually. Okay. So I gotta create Range spell. Okay.
What?
Let's go ahead and give me a spell attack roll. If it's not functioning properly, I think your DC is 13, so it's just going to be d20 plus 5.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Turn D20 plus 5 is a 20.
All right. So yeah, that all of the effect of the ice knife is going to take place on that poor horse who's just trying to ride around, and maybe it would have been Johnny's act later. It could have been, but now we'll never know. Go ahead and roll the ice damage when you get a chance.
Are you kidding me? Jesus.
Those dice are cold as ice.
Okay, so it takes 1d10 piercing damage, and then it explodes, and then it takes 2d6 cold damage, which would be 5 if it takes cold damage.
The skeleton goes brittle in front of your eyes. Do we have any bonus actions or movement?
No, I'm gonna keep my ball of fire where it is, and I'm gonna leave myself where it is.
All right, you have an ice knife button.
Thanks, Ben.
And that's going to bring us over to our two lonely skeletons. First skeleton is going to hit the bear that killed its horse. So that'd be this skeleton hitting this bear.
Okay, as he swipes.
And gets cut in half for his troubles. The second one in the back, seeing that and there goes the initiative for them, tries to shoot at Rialta, because it worked the first time. Hey, the second time too. 20 if that hits for 7 damage. Give me that con save whenever you can. Jen.
That's kind of
Very
my
important.
name.
Very important question coming up here. Was your lantern hooded or open?
It was open.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that it's open now.
Currently.
Okay. You don't feel like you were all that sneaky, but it's still your action. What are you going to do?
All right. Is the flaming sphere still in the room?
I'm actually waiting to see Sam whenever you can. If you can give me that concentration.
Yes, right now. Let's see if it's still there. Loading.
Isn't that the opposite of how it went the last time?
Yep.
Yes. That is awesome.
That is
Kind of.
amazingly convenient. So there is no longer any light in the room.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna get up to here. As a item interaction, can I put down the lantern?
I'm still holding my torch. I mean, I don't need an extra hand for anything.
The torch wasn't the torch put out by the skull?
Wasn't my torch.
That was Rialta's torch, yeah. I didn't realize Johnny had one. So there is light. It goes this far.
Yay.
Okay. Then I'm gonna leave my just kind of free item, drop my lantern here. Well, not drop it, put it down. I shall. Let's see. Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna get up to here. Does the skull still look like it's jumping around, ducking and weaving? Figuratively?
No, it looked like it really looks like it's annoying Declan. Like a lot. You kind of like Dumb and Dumber levels of the most annoying sound in the world is getting screamed into Declan's ear.
He is trying to distract me with his tiny mirror and circles around him, but I am not swayed.
Alright, I'm gonna do a booming blade against the skull.
Alright. It does have sanctuary around. So go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Cool. Okay, then I guess I'll target the horse instead.
All right.
14 to hit.
14 is gonna do it, just barely. Goes into the horse, kind of reverberates a little.
All right, bonus action, disengage.
All right.
And I got 5 feet left, so I'll go here. Actually,
Perfect.
That's. No, actually, I'll just go here.
And that's gonna bring us over to Declan.
Jin, why did you not hit the skull? Are you scared of the skull? And he'll just try and make a swipe at it, because dum-da-dum-dum-dum. I am going to burn my inspiration for this wisdom save, though, because he ain't that smart.
We'll burn it after her if you don't make it.
Trust me, I'm not gonna... Oh, good. Oh, good. Glad I wasted that.
So you definitely don't want to put your axe into the skull.
But I do. I don't understand. I think it would fit better into the horse, though. I don't know why I care. Would it fit? I don't think it'll fit.
It's not gonna fit in the horse.
Damn it. Bear! I can't seem to hit the skull.
Horse.
All right, and any bonus? And no movement. And that's gonna bring us over to Johnny.
Undo. Everyone has left me with this stupid horse.
He said, echoing 4 times?
Well, maybe you should fuck up the horse.
I do not wish to engage in this fuck up. I will. I really don't fear this horse. I'll move to the side here, the horse, and bring in my duplicates with me. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'll think from here. I'll just skeleton. This one.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that attack roll at disadvantage, because you're still fighting a horse.
That was only disadvantage if you're attacking the same thing.
If you are threatened by.
It's a horse. How threatening can it be? Fine.
Look at your
11.
friend Elf.
11. 11 does not end the skeleton that's been plinking away at Rialta.
What's heart doing on me?
If that's the real one, I gotta be able to tell you from your.
Johnny Elf has got a heart on.
They're
Oh my
all 4
God.
are exact duplicates. 4 are the same. You don't know which one's the same or which ones I'm gonna actually be. You have to roll for that.
Nobody knows. All right. All right. The skeleton kind of looks around and makes that same sigh that I just made. Oh, god damn it. Where the fuck are the horse initiatives? Yeah, we're talking about the skull. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second to add him back on. This is why I left tokens on the outside of the map. And they're still... No, he was after Ben. This skull is going to take its bonus action. And it looks kind of tired after it does this to make the horse behind make its mouth look again a different color. Looks green this time. And then seeing its first ruse not working, it begins to swish around and looks like it's dodging again. Just saying, no, I'm not gonna hurt any of you. Borren.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my chances and make a swipe at this jackass skull.
All right. Go ahead and give me a whiz save.
That's a whiz save. Reckless
That's a good
attack.
whiz save.
Fuck.
Oh,
So 2 10s is not is unfortunately not gonna. And it seems to stay in place and be okay. Borren. Anything else
That's
from you?
all.
All right. These two poor horsies. This poor guy. The one next to Johnny Nova, he's got like what, a 1 in 4 chance of hitting a Johnny Nova, but he's really gonna try. So roll that mirror image for me whenever you can. And then
We'll hit an image as long as it gets a 12 or higher.
yes, so it does just clip an image. So you're down to 2. And this horse rears itself out and breathes something that looks like acid breath on Jin and Declan and Borren.
Is
And
he not
also
going to breathe
and
acid
also
on
onto
his...
the skull.
Okay.
Yep. So if Jin, Declan, Borren, and the skull can all make me dex saves.
11 dex save.
like the only thing I'm good at.
Dang, Declan.
It's ready. It says it's not harming us, but it made the horse's mouth turn green. That can't be good.
And anybody who failed is gonna. I'm sorry, that's a DC 13 dex save. So Borren and Jin, that's 9. Declan, for you, that's gonna be 4, and for the skull, that's gonna be 4. And that's gonna bring us over to.
Does it break concentration on the dragon's breath?
It expends the dragon's breath. And the horse stays where it is. Creed.
Is Sanctuary a concentration spell?
Nope.
No, it isn't.
Broken.
As a cleric? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Creed, you've been hanging out. You've had a good bird's eye view for a while. You're seeing the skull do stuff to other things. Horses are still dropping and skeletons are still dropping. What's up? Oh, that was really bad. Sorry, Athy. I can't believe I led you in with that bad of a pun.
He is watching all this go down, and he thinks the whole like horse vomiting acid was pretty cool. But he's going to attempt to shoot at the skull.
First, go ahead and give me a wisdom save. Sorry, to see if that attack is targeting the skull or if it's targeting something else. So it was targeting something else. What was it targeting?
Horse. Horse.
Horse. All right, and that was a 12. Unfortunately, a 12 just glances off of their barding.
Yes.
And not able to connect.
Got confused for a second. He thought he was firing at a skull.
And you look down. There's a lot of that going around. You're not abnormal.
Huh.
Anything else?
No.
All right. It's going to bring us over to Rialta, who's surrounded by 3 Johnny Novas and not much else. Rialta.
All right. So with ice knife, right? Just want to make sure I'm not hitting someone that I don't want to be hitting. It does each creature within 5 feet. So if I attack the horse over here, it will attack the skull and Declan, right?
You're saying the ice knife, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Because
Okay.
it would be each thing within 5 feet of.
Great. Well then, I can't do that.
Just do it.
I'm not gonna Declan. I don't want to hurt Declan.
I don't care. Hit the stupid
Declan.
skull. Hey,
All right,
fuck you,
fine.
Borren.
All right, I'm doing ice knife.
And I didn't quite catch which one you were targeting. Are you targeting
Well-
the skull or the horse?
I mean, at this point, I might as well just do the skull.
Okay, make a wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw.
No,
Come
do the
on.
horse.
Oh, the horse. Wait, the horse.
Okay, don't make a wisdom saving throw.
Thank you.
Okay. That way, only one of them gets hurt. Okay. All right. So, here we go. Da, 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 da. Oh, Jesus! Doesn't matter. I should have guidance to myself.
Can't do that.
Oh, all right.
Not on attack rolls.
Never mind.
But the DC the dexterity still happens, right?
Yeah, because then they'll get the shards.
All right, so let's get some dex saves from this horse and Declan and my skull thing and my barber. All right, that horse is taking a bunch of damage. DC is 13, right, Sam?
Mine is 15.
13. No, it's 13.
Oh, the spell is 13. Yeah, so only your people. Declan's good. So then I have to do 2d6 of damage.
Yep. But it's already 8.
Oh, cold. I see. Okay, cool. It took better than my roll. Fantastic.
All right, any movement or bonus?
Gonna move away from Johnny No, and that's it. No bonus.
All right, that's gonna bring us over to Jin.
Wait, don't the skeletons go before me?
I don't remember in the queue, but if there's a tie, players always go first, and because we don't remember, it's a tie. So, Jin, we're just
Cool.
gonna go with that.
Just making sure. Just gonna go up and try to stab the skeleton. Let's see if he does.
Ooh, Jin.
Can I stab it?
Jin can stab it.
Stab it,
he's
Jin.
gonna-
Seems like Jin's
He's
got
gonna
that
try-
focus.
He's gonna
Stab it
try
right through,
to boom
stab
and
that
blade
skull
it.
right through the heart.
All right, knock on wood first.
You don't see the skull. Actually, I need another roll because the skull is currently dodging, as seen by its foot. And unfortunately, you see it go into some magical energy around it. You feel like that's definitely a mage armor spell. And it
Huh.
has surrounding it.
Well, shit. Well, I'm going to disengage and slink off to the corner. It's got mage armor, damn it.
And as that happens, this skeleton in the back, it's 2 for 2 with shooting at Rialta. Nothing's bothering it. It's going to shoot at Rialta again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The skeleton is not thinking because it doesn't have sentience. So Rialta, 23 for 3 if that hits. and the skeleton's not gonna move. It's gonna go to Declan.
I'm gonna take a quick look around the room. Like, you said there was an altar statue, something up there? I'm sorry.
It's a small little, like an offering altar. Nothing is decorated at it. There's no objects placed on it. It's just a smaller altar.
Alright. I was looking around for something that might, like, provoke the skull, but I guess I'll just... Not gonna pass a wisdom save, but... fuck it. I'll hit the horse if I don't anyway. Might as well try. I'll try and hit the skull again. He's not too smart.
Oh, give me the whiz save. Let's see what happens.
Son of a bitch.
You cleave the shit out of that skeletal horse that's right next to the skull.
See that? That's what I'm gonna do to you. Just tell me how. Stop avoiding my swipes. Son of a bitch. Johnny, light it up or something.
On it. So I will walk away from the horse.
Horse gonna kick you.
You can certainly try. Well, it will. Let's see if it'll kick me or one of my... Okay, it hits one of my dupes. Whoop. All right. I will calmly... I don't want to... Gosh darn it. I don't want to get in... I don't want to light up Declan either.
Do it,
But from this range, I would.
Do it.
Light up Declan. So I guess I have to move kind of here. And yeah, I will do what I was asked to. You know, I do everything for crowds.
Light him up, Johnny.
In there. Let's hope it's not resistant to fire, because that would suck. I will need a save. Please. A dex one.
All right. It's gonna make a dex one.
We'll
It's
fail
gonna
it.
fail a dex one. Go ahead and give me some damage. So you burn it, and it's definitely pretty dang well lit up.
Give it a wink in the gun. And that's my turn.
All right, you're gonna end right next to that skull that's been harassing Declan since day one. And the skull kind of looks around, sees that he's got a horse, and says, "Well, all right, guys. You're gonna be mean. I'm gonna leave. Bye." And casts Expeditious Retreat and starts to move. He flies up 10 feet, and he's leaving ranges of 3 people.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take its crack at it.
All right, wisdom save and then attack roll for anybody who's trying to take a crack at this guy. All right, Declan.
Asshole!
Hey!
As you chunk into the skull, he flies with his jaw loose, dropped on the floor below you. Gets up the 10 feet.
Wait, okay, so if I hit him, right? I can mark him. And then if he tries to... Okay, never mind. If he tries to get away from me, I can get another opportunity attack?
Wait, don't you have Sentinel?
Yeah.
So he can't move at all, period, when you hit him. Sentinel whenever you make a
Whenever
dex
I hit,
opportunity
yeah, the
when
speed drops to
somebody
0.
Leaves,
Sweet.
so he can't leave the area.
Yes.
Oh my god, my dog just took a righteous fart in this room. Holy shit.
The skull is influencing the real world.
Oh
It's
my
pissed he
god, it's
can't
so
leave.
bad. Yeah, so he can't leave, and
As the skull kind of gets magnetized onto your great axe and can't fly away for some reason, he starts to he's going to take the dodge action, and I guess he's going to do it by throwing you off by moving your axe all around because he's stuck in it. I don't know.
Borren.
Borren.
Borren, hurry up! I've got him stuck on my axe.
And it's
Wisdom
totally
save?
not an accident.
Wisdom save, yes.
Yeah, Sanctuary is still up.
14?
14 will be okay.
17 for a bunch?
17 for a bunch will piece that skull in half.
Yes, yes, yes.
I love hearing Sin in the background. Just saying, yes.
Fuck this
When
skull.
something good happened.
Like the anti-me. I'm like, wait, but he's not attacking anybody.
No skull fucking. Alright. And then for movement, I am just going to get right up on this warhorse.
Well, that makes it very easy for the warhorse to decide what it's going to do. It tries to kick hooves at you.
That's a miss.
All right. And that's the end for that warhorse skeleton. Creed. There's a celebration going on in the middle of the room.
Woo! And
It's a
he's
more
gonna
apt
celebrate by
statement than you
shooting
think
at
it
the
was,
skeleton that like I didn't even notice was there. A bland. Damn it!
Rialta, you hear the frustration.
Cursing
Ooh,
coming
that's a
from
lot
the
more
ceiling.
accurate. As Creed tries to hit the one that's been plugging you full of arrows the whole time, what do you do?
All right. I'm going ice knife on this son of a bitch. I think it's the last time I can cast it too. Oh no, one more. Okay. All right. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Blue. Right. Sorry, Borren. Ah, again? God. All right. I'm not doing anything.
Just
It
into
does
a fire. That's a Jamaican accent.
Oh, I guess they
Jesus
still
Christ.
get the cold damage.
Yeah, so I got the cold damage.
He's gonna
Yep.
swag out of the way of that.
Yeah, he is.
Well, it's an 8. That's still not enough. What's the damage? 10? Half to 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Cool. And then, yeah, I'm not moving or anything, so that's my turn.
Jin, brings us over to you.
Jin's just gonna kind of book it across the room to try and stab the skeleton with a booming blade, I hope.
It booms, it stabs, it deletes. Declan. Jin, if you got more movement,
Horse
go
left
ahead. But Declan,
dash
there's a
away.
horse left in the room.
Not for long.
Famous last words.
I'm pretty sure I can hit these things. Usually.
It's one great cleave as this horse falls into its many component parts and perishes. And that's gonna drop us out of turn order.
Woo!
Okay. So, the last one was 3 hours, and then we extended it into 6. With it being this late, we don't have that option. So I will propose I could go an hour longer. I don't know how many of you guys have looked at AL, but they also have 2 bonus things that are put in there. I had planned for some of that. If we want to go in an hour and be done with the module in an hour, that can happen. If we want to do another 3-hour session, that can also happen.
I might much rather do another 3 hours.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with another 3 hours.
I got nothing else to fucking do.
I'm just gonna leave off with Jin drinks a health potion.
Oh yeah, I have a health potion. I'll offer it to Borren. But yeah, I'm fine with another session rather than cutting out stuff.
All right.
Johnny?
Johnny Bravo. I mean Nova.
Clearly his mic is working again. Oh, what?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Who offered me a health potion?
I did.
Creed is just gonna sulk up in the corner.
I will immediately down that.
Creed, the one who wasn't in much of harm's way except for like 2 seconds and totally is fine. Sulking.
He
Look,
wanted
all
to
of us got
blow
9 points of
everything
health.
up, but he kept missing.
Yeah, you're right. Sulking is the right adjective there.
So we won't get a rest between this and next game, though, right?
Well, I mean, I usually don't do time dilation between sessions. So you guys will have the option of what you would like to do.
I mean, if we... What are the exits? The way we just came in this area, right?
Those are your visible exits, absolutely.
I could take a shorty.
If we're taking a shorty, then I probably wouldn't drink that potion. Can decide that next week.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. I think that'll be a good lead-in. If I could have 2 members of the party roll a d20 for me.
I'm
If
in.
that's
I'll do it.
Dang it.
Oh shit.
Well, they went.
all right. That will tell me how next session will begin. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Damn it, Borren.
No problem. I mean,
Sam and I have always been watching a bunch of Big Brother, and if there's one thing that it taught me, if there's an option to do something, do it.
I just like to roll dice.
Okay. Then yeah, absolutely. We'll adjourn same time next week.
Sure.
Does that work for
Sure.
everybody?
Yup.
I'm doing nothing.
Same time. Craig, any more nephews?
Ish. Again, I might be a little late here or there.
We'll assume Johnny Nova will light things on fire.
I mean, you assume correctly.
Okay. Cool. Same time next week.
Sounds good. Have a good week, everyone.
Toodles.